This 12-footer weighs about 130 pounds, and I have to get it somehow 9 feet in the air by myself because I'm a glutton for punishment and I don't ask for help for these things. But I'm gonna devise a plan to get this thing up there. All right, so, oh, this thing's swinging. I came up with an ingenious solution to this. I mean, genius maybe, maybe not, we'll see. So I can't lift this myself, but I had some pulleys lying around from a previous project. So I put the pulleys up into every other rafter, linked some ropes down, tied it off on this end, looped it around the beam all the way to the end, got my stanchion on this side, ready to go, and I am going to slowly hoist this bad boy into place. Is it a good idea? Maybe. Will it work? Probably. Okay, so I got this end in place. This is looking pretty tight. The fit between the joists is perfect. There's like maybe an 1/8 or a 1/16 between each side, which is exactly what I wanted. Now I have to start to wiggle this side in place. This needs to get moved up in place, and I'll just keep working back and forth until this thing is flush with the ceiling, and then start to knock in some joist hangers. Well, that was a damn struggle, but I got it up. So you can see, I got my stanchion here. I used this as my tie down. Got my extra rope that I used for when this was going up top. And I had to keep putting it back and forth onto this thing here, over and over and over again, back and forth. And the only thing holding this up right now is the pulleys on each side. You can see if you move around, you got these pulleys. They're held in by 3.5-inch wood screws and a big washer and just a little pulley. That little pulley is all that it takes. And so it looks small, but I have about 8 or 9 points of contact on here. The beam weighs about 140 pounds. With 8 pulleys, you divide it by that roughly, and you get about 18 pounds of force on each pulley. It looks big, but it's not a whole lot of force on each one. Nothing's bending, nothing's tweaking. There was a lot of creaking, but that makes sense. Otherwise, this thing's looking good. I've got my one support over here. This thing's okay. It looks messed up because it's not fully in yet, but I'm gonna crank that in there. I'm gonna blow some compressed air out the top here to get rid of all the sawdust, secure it with a couple of posts, and this thing's gonna be in. If you want to see how this thing fits into my entire kitchen renovation, consider subscribing because this is just a portion of a giant pass-through that's gonna go right here. You can't really see it because it doesn't exist yet. All these temporary walls are gonna come down. There's gonna be a giant hole right here. This entire kitchen's getting redone. So yeah, consider subscribing if you want to see more of this stuff. This is just a small portion of the overall project. Thanks for watching.